Canada has introduced important changes that could make it easier for refugees to complete the resettlement process. Under new guidance from Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada, or IRCC, refugees applying for resettlement to Canada no longer need to provide an exit permit or provide a legal status in their host country in order for the application to be processed. Let's look at what this means and how these changes could affect refugee applicants. Remember, don't forget to comment, subscribe, and share. Many refugees live in countries that require an exit permit before they can legally leave. However, obtaining these permits can be difficult or impossible. Some refugees may not have legal status in their host country, while others face costly registration fees or administrative barriers. Under the new IRCC guidance, officers can now process and approve refugee resettlement applications, even if an applicant cannot provide an exit permit. In other words, the liability to obtain an exit permit is no longer a valid reason to refuse an otherwise eligible refugee application. The new guidance outlines 3 possible pathways when a refugee faces barriers to leaving their host country. The first option is withdrawal. The applicant may voluntarily withdraw their application if they choose to do so. The second option is placing the application on hold. If immigration officers believe that the applicant's circumstances may improve in the near future, the file can be paused, typically for up to 6 months. The third option is to proceed to a final decision. If the applicant meets all program requirements, IRCC may approve the application and issue a permanent resident visa. The applicant then have until the visa expiry date to successfully leave the host country and travel to Canada. The updated guidance also addresses situations involving family members who cannot leave their host country. In exceptional circumstances, such as an immediate threat to life and physical safety, a principal applicant may choose to change certain dependents from accompanying to non-accompanying family members. This allows the principal applicant and eligible relatives to continue the resettlement process without waiting indefinitely. However, this decision can be difficult because some family members may need to remain behind temporarily. In some cases, family reunification may be possible after arriving in Canada. One option is the 1-year window provision, which allows certain declared family members to be processed after the principal applicant arrives in Canada. Other family sponsorship programs may also be available. However, future applications are automatically approved and must still meet all program requirements. Canada's new guidance aims to ensure that administrative barriers do not prevent eligible refugees from being considered for resettlement. The changes provide greater flexibility while maintaining the integrity of Canada's refugee protection system. For more Canadian immigration updates, subscribe and turn on notifications. And don't forget to check out all this information and more on the various IRCC sources.